It's almost 12 o'clock, I think. How you guys doing? How you guys are doing? I have a whole lot of stuff I got to clean up in this house. But I had to come and talk with you guys in the meantime while I'm doing my little cleaning or something. My phone is on charge, so. How are you guys? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. I just want to say this is Resilient Queen. So anybody is new to my channel, this is your girl Resilient Queen in the building, and I'm about to get my day started by cleaning up my garbage and everything. I was a little bit tired from last night, so I came home and then my son's computer, I don't know what happened to the internet. It's down, so I'm like, you know what? It's alright. We'll try it again and then we'll do his work peacefully, and then after that he just I don't know what happened. So I'm like, it's okay, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. I can help him with his work because the good thing the work is already up there and on the online there, so it's fine. But anyway, guys, we're about to talk now. I'm eating me a breakfast sandwich. Remember a couple weeks ago I was cleaning up and I said in one of my videos I was saying, you know what? It's so funny. You could hate somebody on this hand and love them on this hand, either way. And it's hard to hate Donald Trump, regardless of how many people look at it. It's gonna be very difficult for majority to hate Donald Trump because of a number of reasons, right? One, this man, if he tell you walk down DC Road or whatever, people gonna do it. If he tell them that he gonna build a wall, he's gonna do it sooner or later. And what people trying to say, he is more of a security to them than opposed to the other person. And don't get me wrong, Kamala Harris fought hard, but the little time span people get to know who Kamala Harris is, regardless of her background, regardless of her education or anything, you still gotta be reminded, how much do you know this person to trust them in the White House? Because talk is cheap. We all can say, you know what, put me in the White House, I'm gonna make the wall good, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then if you don't have enough information for that person, even though yes, pouring it out for 2 3 months, that's still not it, because people don't really get to see you really in real action. When they get to see you, you're campaigning, that still haven't really get to see, okay, yes, she's in the White House over there, what have she done. So it was a tricky situation, but nevertheless, the man is back in the White House. Donald Trump is back in the White House, and love him or hate him, he's now the president. He's now back in the White House because he was a president before, so we can't say no, he's the president. Now he's back in the White House as second term president now, huh? And I think we should just give him some time to see, because now he's the president. He gonna be the president for the next 4 years. Whether you like him or not, he will be your president for the next 4 years. So what we guys have to do, or what you guys have to do, is just give him a chance to prove himself, to show that, you know what, I might be irate when I was coming out the first time. Yes, some decisions I had made then is because of the team I had then. And as you know, I was watching the views and they said he got new teams and new people around him now to help him make better decisions and everything. Let's give him the chance within this second term to prove himself to you guys, to say, you know what, I am here for you people. As he said, I'm gonna make America healthy again. We are gonna make America healthy again. That's what he said. And all the things he planned to do and everything. So I think, instead of, for everybody who vote for somebody, remember, at the end of the day, you only can have one president. So even though you're hurt, by the end of the day, you gotta realize you will get over it sooner or later. And just hope and pray your work. Hope and pray that God can redirect the man. Remember when he was running for president against President Obama, and how you guys were rallying around him and say yes, because the stuff he was saying, yes, he's gonna do this, yes, he's gonna do that, or whatever. Let's hope and pray that the president he's gonna be in our second term will be much better than the president he was in the first term. So all you gotta do is hope and pray, because regardless of anything, you cannot erase him out of history. And I told you guys this before, that love him, hate him, or whatever it is, he's going to be the president of the country now. It's now the election have, and we just got to move on and then see how you can work together. As I said, within the first 2 terms, if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, you can always step up, because you guys have rights. Same way you had the right to go to vote and have your voices heard and everything. You guys have right as well when it comes to the second term to see if this person is really doing what they said they're gonna do for you guys, for everybody, including even the people who didn't vote for him. Everybody still have a say because that's your right. That's a part of your right, you know. So, congrats to Kamala Harris for a well fought race to still to let women know that hey, we can still be up here running. And I think Donald Trump should give Kamala Harris some credit too. And why I say give Kamala Harris some credit, because this country I've never seen a female president before. Never. Hillary tried to run for president, but she didn't even want. Huh? Kamala tried to run for president and she did not want. But the good thing with President in Donald Trump right now is that when they put him with Kamala Harris, he probably said in his mind, you know what? This is a nice loaf they give to me because I'm gonna run her dry. I'm gonna let them do all the talking and everything they're gonna do, attacking me and everything. But I'm the one the people accustomed to. I'm the one the people used to. I'm the one who's all over the social media, whether they make memes about me, negative posts about me, laughing after me, doing all kind of stuff about me. I'm the one people are more 100% secure with, are safe with, in terms of casting their vote because they know who he is. They know that he's not a president that will say he's gonna do something and probably not do it for majority of it or anything. And for everybody who vote, it's good to know that you guys go out there and put your 2 shilling to what need to be put to. I don't regret anything in the end because it's a race. It's like two athletes. It's like you put the athletes together. You only can have one winner, one gold medal winner. Doesn't mean all the other persons not gonna come and be a part of history making, regardless if they didn't even win. So yeah. So don't knock him too hard and don't knock Kamala too hard. Just give them the grace. The race well fought and the one that people know more more become the most victorious one, and that's what Donald Trump, and he's back in the White House. Let's hope and pray that this time he go in the White House and he do what he says he's gonna do, and also probably who knows, he can become a different person from what everybody accustomed to. He can completely change. Pray for miracles. Miracle do happen. You know. Hopefully he can change and show the people that I'm really here for you guys. I hear you guys and everything. I'm here for you guys, and it's gonna be tough for the people who don't understand why. But at this point in your life, you gotta accept because he's already in there now. There's nothing you can do. He's already there. You just gotta say, you know what, life goes on. Life goes on. I remember yesterday, when they were doing the voting thing there, and somebody had said something to me, and I was saying to the person, you know what? It's hard to hate that man. Maybe when the decisions he made when he was exiting the White House, maybe that was what really kind of threw a lot of people off. But it didn't throw majority of the people off because you see what happened. You see what happened. So you guys have to live with him for the next 4 years. So as the leader of the country and as the chief and as the commander, and we just have to hope and pray. As they say, united you can stand. You'll be surprised he can just go in the White House and all that irate behavior that he have that most of you not agreeing on, which nobody agree when you too irate or anything. But just hope and pray that all that irate behavior that he have surrounding him exiting the White House, didn't want to exit peacefully and all of them. Just hope that he's a changed person now as he get back into the White House and try to uplift this country, try to uplift the citizens who voted for him, even if they didn't vote for him, because he ain't gonna know that. But for you know who you vote for. You know, but at the same time, you guys gonna have to be under still one umbrella, working together to achieve common goals, achieve whatever partnership you need to be in or anything. So majority have spoken, you know, and God knows, you know, we just have to wait and see, watch and see. You know, it's too soon to say, oh, this and all that. Yes, you're using his past to judge him, but along the way, he probably can change in a second term, you know, and he can say, you know what, I don't want to be this way. I want to be the person that when I just running for president, this is how they had seen me. Let's change certain things about me and go back to where it need to be so that people can see that I deserve the second chance I got, and I'm gonna help these people. I'm gonna help this country and mold back. And then a lot of people were skeptical to say a female president, you know, because when they look at Donald Trump, they see a little bit more power in terms of how Donald Trump talk and stuff like that. In terms of he don't care, you know, he just say what he gotta say, and he don't even care if he mash nobody toes. You know, he just don't care. And I think a lot of people respect him for that, as well, as much as they don't like how he was irate in a lot of things. But certain things, when they dig deeper or dive deeper, they realize that, you know what, this is a man we known for a couple of years, well, over the years. You know, Kamala just coming in the race. Yes, she was a prosecutor and all of these things, but that wasn't enough to shed spotlight on her. Really, maybe if she had get a like a year or so to really kind of cement things, I think maybe, you know, the outcome could have been better. But you never know. You never know. She's still young and fresh. You know, 4 years of Donald Trump presidency and everything there in another election, or you can have within second term if nothing not going on. Your voice can be heard again, people voice can be heard again. You know, it's just like when Joe Biden had to step down, you know. And most people for this country never seen a female president before. So a lot of people ain't gonna bank on that, you know, because sometimes they, as they always say, woman led with emotion, man led with more visual things and powerfulness or something. So, you know, so and to tighten this country up, you know, they're saying that they go need manpower because they're talking about, you know, all of us who are coming here from different, you know, life, and especially from the borders or so. They're looking at it, say, oh, he's the man that can do that, you know, because when Kamala was with Joe Biden, they weren't showing like they were doing this stuff to hold the border accountable to make sure everything was going smooth. So people are paying attention, people are looking, and people know what they want. You know, even though reproduction was on the ballot, they said, and you know, they were hoping a woman would, you know, all of that. But all of that will come full circle. You never know. Don't write nobody off now, because you gotta deal with them for 4 years now. So all we have to do, suck it up, try to see if we can find ways to deal with what they have to deal with us. Give him a chance to see if this year, this time around, he's gonna prove that, you know what? Yeah, he is the man now. You know, he's grown, he's mature. He don't have to be, you know, lashing out at anybody. He just need to get what he need to get done. Help with a lot of things need to be dealt with. Deal with it and deal with it accordingly, and stick to the issues that are at hand, and stick to all some of those promises that he made. He not gonna fulfill all those promises, you know, but the ones that he know that is very important, stick to them and see how well, you know, and see how well he can help uplift this nation here. Because, you know, people are gonna count on him now, and even if you didn't vote on him, people gonna have to unite to see what he do for the country, because you're part of the country. You know, you're America, you're part of the country. You know, your vote count, whether you vote for him or not. As long as you vote, you have a voice. You know, so don't become voiceless once you know you put somebody up there. Even if you vote for somebody, it's only two ways, people. There's no other race for now till maybe second term or every 4 year. you know. But there are gonna be plenty of discussion leading up, plenty of discussion leading up. They're gonna closely monitor to see how he's gonna be progressive, how and everything. But for a man that is out there for so long in the industry, in the comedian world where people make a mockery of him and all these things, he's well rounded, whether negatively or positively. That man is well rounded, as opposed to Kamala that just come in the race, as the vice president, still is the vice president coming in the race. I mean, it's gonna be it was a challenge for her. It gonna be a challenge for her, but she did her endeavor best. She showed that as a woman she could step up and try to do her endeavor best to see what she could have done with the little time span that was allotted to her. Because when Joe Biden decided to step out of the race, it was not too long before the general election. You know what I mean? So we have to say congrats to Kamala, and I hope Donald Trump would say congrats to Kamala, because this country got by putting Kamala Harris in the race. I'm positive if Donald Trump had a good team around him, probably say don't even work your head up much about Kamala, because 95% of the people not gonna vote for Kamala because one, they don't even know who she is. They know who she is as a person by saying she's a female, but they didn't have enough what would I call it? She didn't have enough accolades to prove people that, hey, I deserve to be up in here or anything. She deserved to be there, but people did not have enough information to really run for her. But hopefully she still be there, and and still strong enough to run for president for the next after this 4 year term or whatever come. Who knows? Who knows? The shift can change, because now they see what she's about. I think she needed time and everything, and time wasn't on her side either. When she got to try to run for president, time was not on her side at all. She is like tossed in a ring, and you gotta scoop up all the garbage, and you only have 2 3 days to scoop up all of that, to campaign, to do all of that. That was a whole lot of stress she had to undergo. So I would love to see Donald Trump, mend peace and everything, and say, you know what, let's do this, people. We got you. Majority vote, majority rule. Let's go to the White House. Let's get the job done. And let's do what we need to do. And I just hope Donald Trump take into consideration that human beings, especially female in the reproductive arena, females, he take into consideration that if a woman life is in jeopardy when they're pregnant or anything, I hope he can find a solution to combat that and stuff, because nobody should ever have to suffer and die because of lack of this, or I didn't not even say lack of this, but because of the strict bans or the strict rule coming towards their life and death situation. So I hope he can go to the drawing board and really shuffle up things. Cause even though you can run on promises, campaign promises and everything, doesn't mean you have to go to the White House and implement some of them. You can always readjust some of these things and say, you know what, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, because that was outright not sitting well after you settle in and realize that, okay, the majority really vote for me, so I need to show them that I care for these people, I care for the interest, I have their best interests at heart. I need to help lower inflation. I need to find ways to see how I can help reduce inflation. I need to find ways to see how we can come up with a plan to not just, put mother's life at jeopardy in terms of reproduction and all these things that are going around, and a whole lot more things. Reduce mortgage rate, reduce, just reduce inflation on a whole, because there's a lot of things contribute to inflation and everything. So I think that what people think that he was the better candidate to go back into the White House, because they know him for so long, and they know that if he said he gonna do X, he might do the X for real. He might not do everything he said he run down and say he gonna do, because, and that's in all fairness, it's not just him alone. A lot of presidents, when before they get elected and they're running, they have to run. It's like a clickbait. They have to run on something that say, you know what? If you vote for me, I will make you great again. If you this, and then majority when you get that vote and you realize they put that elect that person in. Sometimes the stuff that you elected them on based on what they were saying doesn't mean that when they get there, all of that open they're gonna implement. It's gonna implement. Everything is not done overnight. Sometimes these things are a process, and sometimes they leave out of the house of their presidency and never get it done. You know, and then there is gonna come up now with another debate to say, oh, but we elect this person, he or she never do this, never do that. You know, but let's hope and pray that God will redirect this man from everything that he had done leading up to this time, you know, and all the bad taste that was in a lot of people's mouth. Let's see if this second prove him prove him wrong to a lot of people. Well, you know, the past can be undone, but let's see if he can shape this country into how he collect it, because now he's gonna be the new executive chief. So let's commander. So let's see how he can take this country, as people would have said, back to where it used to be or accustomed to. Let's see what he do, but we have to give him time, you know. And that's why we're gonna talk about the 2 year time frame in the White House. So give him time. He just elected. You know, congratulations to the now, what I call it, famous president of, I would say he's the famous president of all. Welcome back to the White House, Donald Trump, and I hope that you're listening to the people's voice and go out and still say thanks to all everyone who have really supported you, and give a big shout out to Kamala Harris. I would love to see him unite with Kamala Harris and say, you know what, my dear, you're a female, but you did a hell of a job, you know. But thank you for really challenging this thing here, because it's no joke. You know, it's a strict election, and it's for the people. It's not for them. It's for the people. But we need leaders to be in the White House, and most people know that he's going to be the better fit, regardless of his yappy mouth, or we just say his mouth is filthy or whatever or anything. People are paying attention, and they already seen what he had done for 4 years before in the White House. They had already seen some of his good side, and they already seen majority of his bad side. But Kamala, they didn't have any of those to really, just from a prosecuting as a prosecution aspect. That is not enough to really get her. So and I think that's one of the reasons why her downfall was so down, because of, you know, everything. But Kamala Harris, don't beat yourself up, young lady, because I say young lady because it wasn't an easy job you take on. It wasn't an easy job, and anybody know in any role that you're gonna be the head master. No, that is not an easy task taking on at hand, because you're not just ruling for yourself. You're ruling the nation, which is United States of America. It's not easy. Even Donald Trump know himself, but by now he have vast amount of knowledge of the do's and don'ts of anything. You know, the hiccups, the headaches, the pain that he have caused so many people. He aware of all of these things. Whether he cares or not, he's well aware, he's well alert on that. And I think he had a better team now. Now in terms of how he's executing, because now he don't say let's make America great again. He said we're gonna get back America healthy again. So let's keep fingers crossed, you know, so we can see what he says he's gonna do. To be honest, nobody that say vote for them is gonna tell you everything that they tell you they're gonna implement right away. It's not gonna be happening, because everything have to go to the drawing board, everything have to rule out, everything have to plan out, and they got to vote on these things. So it's not like pitch by night, fly by day. That's not how it work. Easier said than done. But for anybody in those political arenas, they already know what it takes to be there. They already see the hassles over the years of all the president that come through, to understand by now that you know. But what the citizens of this country have to do now is just give him the chance to see what he gonna do for second term. Hopefully, you never know, he can see some things that Kamala was running on, and he can tweak it for himself and change it around. You never know, and say, you know what, let's implement this so we can give everybody something, you know. And so soon we just have to say congratulations to Donald Trump, and well fought race, Kamala Harris, and But now you're gonna become under one umbrella, and everybody has to stay united now to see how this country is gonna move forward. That's what you guys want. You guys want growth. You guys tired of seeing everything going down the drain. You guys tired of seeing everything ripped from you guys. You guys were tired of a lot of things, number of things. It's not just reproduction right, which is of utmost importance, to females and a whole, you know, and everything. But just to see everything that was going on. So hopefully he can come build this country right back up, help reduce a lot of stuff, help provide, low income homes for people, and all these kind of things, and help people who are struggling out there, get back to on their feet, find ways to create that grow in that job, that well, do something so the country can say yes, that is the man we know. You know, that's why we vote for him. That's why we this. That's why we that. And you ain't gonna be planting no finger because he's gonna be the president for the next 4 years. So even if you don't like what he said, you don't like what he do, love him, hate him. For his scale is gonna be balanced. Your scale is gonna be unbalanced. But to be honest, his scale gonna be very balanced because he been in this arena with backlash so many times with a lot of stuff. Do we sit well with a lot of stuff he's doing? No. Are people comfortable with a lot of stuff he's doing? No. Even some of the people that vote for him, they might not be happy with majority of the stuff he said or do, but what they're looking at what's gonna benefit them in the long run. How is he gonna help move this country forward? And to know that he's a man that he really strict on a lot of stuff, and a lot of people scared in that essence. I won't have to go in great details as to why. So a lot of people afraid of the stuff, the backlash of him or anything. But who knows? He can go in that White House and probably for the next 4 years become one of the best president. Become one of the best president from how he transitioned out when he was leaving. You know what I mean? Who knows? You never know. Let's give him some time and see how we go back in that White House and what he do in that White House. It's only a matter of time. And now he's the president. There is nothing nobody can do now. Love him or hate him, you still go have him as your president. So next 4 years. So you know. And when it come on to international this and international that as well. People are looking at it that he probably be the most fit person to have those kind of discussion with different people from overseas in terms of the other presidents that certain things are going on. We all know what those things are going on. Don't have to name them out or anything. The people are probably looking and say, he's one of the more tough president as opposed to looking at a female trying to take on a tough task to implement certain things. But when Donald Trump talk, a lot of people don't take him serious in some essence, and some people take him serious in some essence to say yes, he gonna do what he said. So if he said this is no, this is no. You know, he not gonna take back his word or anything. He gonna do what he said he gonna do. You know, he have a lot of gimmicks to him, but at the same time, you guys vote, the majority rule. So there we have it. You know what I mean? We can't beat up ourselves now. It's over. It's over for the next 4 years. It's over. Get back to work. Get back to your life. Because he's gonna get back to his life for sure. He gonna start go out there and meet up with delegates, meet up with people who he want in his cabinet and all these things. He gonna try to shuffle up things because he have to, because now he's the president. He had that power. He gonna try to fix things as much as he can, whether you like it or not. He gonna do it either way, regardless. Whether you're immigrant, whether you're born here, whether you're raised here, it doesn't matter where you're from. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and all you gotta do is just hope and pray that whatever he does is in the best interest of the people and of the nation. That's all. Somebody gotta win the race. Somebody gotta take the lead. He get the best of Kamala. That's it. And I think maybe if Kamala had couple, maybe a year or so under her belt to really let people really know who she is. But telling people 3 months in us is like a synopsis of who you are. It's not enough to people for people to really see and say, yes, this is it. You know what I mean? So just look at it. She had done, in my opinion, she had done all she could. I swear, she had done all she could. She pulled out the stop. She visited Michigan. She visited here. She visited there. And for somebody just to reach to that top, I'm proud of her. I am proud of her. I do just encourage Donald Trump to give that woman a good a good hug or something, congratulating her for a job that fought right to the end. Because at one point in the night they said she had the lead, but after a while they realized it's period state coming, period state coming. So it's life. It's what it is, and people are more comfortable. Not say comfortable with Donald Trump, but because they're so accustomed to him, and he's all out there for so many different reasons that people probably say, you know what? And as I said before, even if he step down and become a comedian, I would go watch him in the theater because I know he gonna make you laugh. He gonna crack you up. So love him or hate him, people. That is it. He's calling and he did what he had to do. Don't hate that man. Just keep doing. Pray for his past, for him not to bring it back up, and to shape the future. What you talk about is to be productive and something. We're not talking about tearing down nothing. We're talking about shaping the future of this country. Provide better housing, provide mortgage aim rates that people can afford and everything. We're not just talking about middle class people. You're talking about everybody. So hopefully he can come to the drawing board and all his team that is around him, that is advising him and everything. I hope this team that he have can help him to make the best decisions, the best choices going forward to help, you know, make this country sink into what they need to do. That's all. That's all. Because it's life. It's just like you was a whirlwind out there and then you become a Christian and people watch and see if you're going to turn back. Many people say, let me see if she going to backslide. Let me see if she going to backslide. Or let me see if he going to do what he used to do. So we are judging, but this is not the time to judge because whatever the head make up there is going to affect everybody down here. So if he going out of the White House and he not making anything to happen, it going to affect all of you. So this is not the time to say, well, I didn't vote for him and I don't like him, and this is not the time to like him or anything. This is the time to see what he's gonna do with all those what do you call it, recommendation, or those approaches that he have, or all those ideas that he said he have, or all what he said he's gonna do. This is the time for you guys to pay close attention to see if he's really gonna do exactly what he said he's gonna do, and more, and to see how he's gonna bring back this country so you guys could live better off. You guys can get better pay and better what they call the retirement funds for teachers, and not just for teachers but for everybody who are on these front line day in day out, whether you're a restaurant worker, you're a healthcare worker, you're a teacher, you're whatever profession you're in, and you're out there, a firefighter, police, whatever you are, and you out there, you have to day in day out, and you think that you deserve more. Hopefully he can come in and set those records straight to help this country be back to the level it need to be, so people can have more, create more jobs, help to just make this country better on the whole. And it's not gonna take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, like how Kamala Harris was just thrown in the ring within a short period of time for everybody to get to know who she was. It's not gonna be easy. you know it's not gonna be easy. So just watch and see, people, because that's the only thing gonna go forward, is for us to watch and see. And even if you're immigrant and you're here and anything, yes, you hear he said he gonna do this and he gonna do mass deportation. It doesn't mean he have to do mass deportation. He probably check everybody record. He probably check everybody this, check everybody that, and see who need to be this or need to be. You never know. Everything is a process. It's not like when you open up your mouth and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." It's not just so open him. Oh, I'm gonna get it. It's not just so you get somebody. Everything is a step by step, and he have a good team. So they said he probably have a good team now advising him. Hopefully, the team can advising him. He can look at past records and look and see what they can use to shuffle up things and change things around. Because I think a lot of people scared and a lot of stuff, and because of the way he had walked out the White House when his term was term came to an end when Joe Biden had won the election. There are some of the bad taste that is in people more, but that doesn't stop people from voting for him because he still upholds some things that people believe he got. You can't remove it from him, and it's just natural. Anybody hate me one way, but you might like me one way. I mean, it's life. You know, then you might not like me talking because I'm bored, but that doesn't mean that the words are coming out is not a message that you guys understand. Don't understand. It's something that you guys clearly understand. But sometimes the person who carry the message sometimes is not always the best one to carry because sometimes they're boring deliberately. You know what I mean? But now he's back in the White House. Give him a chance to see how we do the second term here and see. But job well done, Kamala Harris. You fought. You fought. But it's not easy to go in a race that run for over the decades by mail. Clinton run for president. She didn't even want. So it just goes to tell that. And to be honest, most people not going to be comfortable. Most people not going to be 100% comfortable seeing a female running the country. Especially when they come on to serious matters such as what's going on around the world that America gonna have to step up
Mommy,
in our
what are
system.
you
They're
guys
looking.
to stop this thing?
I gonna stop it in a few. So people gonna look at a number of issues as to why they didn't really put her in the White House with under short notice. When they say she gonna run the president, you know what I mean? But Kamala, you have many more years. That's for your life. You have many more years to run again. Then by then, within now while you're there now, all of you keep going to the drawing board, keep paying attention, see what's going on, and then you have many more years God spare your life to live and see, so you can come run for president again. So it don't hurt. At least you know what it entails now to get there, to get to that level, and to let people believe in you and everything. Because it's not the people who running up and down behind you, it's the people who are true to you. Anybody can run behind you, so you have to understand that. You know, when a lot of people drifting away from Donald Trump, the people who believe in Donald Trump, they didn't drift away from him. They stood there, they're probably silent and not saying anything because they don't want no backlash or anything, and that's life. But he's the man now. He's back. As the songwriter said, guess who's back? So Donald Trump is back, people. He ain't gonna go nowhere for 4 years. So love him, hate him, you're gonna have to deal with him. He's now American 47, 47 president. So welcome back. And on that note, I'm gonna finish do what I gotta do and take care of my house because I gotta clean my kitchen up anyway. So hope you guys enjoyed this little session here. It wasn't a reaction on anything. It's just my two shilling and how I see things. If anybody have better reaction, go there. If your channel, do what you have to do on your channel. But everybody do what they gotta do. But I'm just saying, it's life, people. Hate him one way, love him the other way. You know what I mean? Such is life. Like before the election, I remember I was talking to somebody and I had said something to someone. The person looked at me and said, I won't say, I won't go through. But the person looked at me and I said, but you gotta remember now. You can love somebody on this hand and hate him on this hand because why you hate him is that the policies that he's making probably not in your best interest. But then the gimmicky side of him that everybody's so accustomed to, he crack people up day in day out. Even these comedians that are on night TV and everything, he gives them something to come out and talk about. Did you see Donald Trump? Did you see how foolish he was? Blah blah blah. So he cracking people up left, right, and center, and even help them to detox without paying for a therapy. Okay, he's their therapy. He gonna come with something that is totally out of whatever any president would accustomed to. He's the only president that you could take and just throw in here and throw in here, and he don't even care. Some of the time he don't even answer the question. He just answer and he just use his answer. He don't even care if you're wrong or right. You know what I mean? So people used to him for so long, and even if it's not the policy why they vote for him, it's just to hear how he clap back at people and just his remarks and everything. But let's see, people. Let's see. People can change. Let's see if he changed for the greater good. He said he gonna make America healthier. Let's see. Let's see if you're going to eat more organic food and everything and it's going to be cheaper to buy. Let's see. Okay? Let's see. But until then, peace out.